Hello and welcome to this episode of Scope Talk. Today we're going to take a look at two features that make the Julia and Julianna Chorus stand out from its competitors, the DCV control and the lag control. In order to understand how those work and why those are special, we're going to take a look at how a chorus and vibrato basically work at first. What do they have in common? In order to explain this, let's have a look at the vibrato first. What does it do? A vibrato tunes the signal up and down like using a whammy bar gently. For example, when you bend the whammy bar up, the note gets higher. When you bend it down, the note gets lower. We don't want to use the whammy bar all the time because we need our right hand for picking maybe. So how can we simulate the thing our whammy bar does? In order to do that in an electrical circuit, we need to take a small sample of the signal. Usually in analog effects, this is done with bucket brigades, which basically continuously scan a very small portion of the signal. For vibrato and chorus effects, this is usually a very small range of about 15 milliseconds. So we have our little sample, and then what we do is basically just take this little sample and play it back faster or slower. When you play back a signal faster, the note gets higher. When you play back a signal slower, the notes get lower. So the signal gets scanned or recorded continuously and played back, and at the same time we modulate the playback speed, so to say. That's the vibrato effect. Chorus effect. In real world, a chorus effect occurs when you have two of the same instruments playing the same note at the same time. What happens is they will never be perfectly the same. You will always have little detunes or little differences in the signal. So some smart people figured out that when you mix a vibrato effect with the signal it's derived from and you make a 50-50 mix, then you get an artificial chorus effect. That's actually the reason why many chorus units have the availability to switch between chorus and vibrato, because the vibrato would be just 100% effect signal and chorus is, as I said, a 50-50 mix of the original guitar signal mixed with the vibrato signal. So now let's take a look at the DCV control, and DCV basically stands for dry, chorus and vibrato. So we can define our own blend between the dry and the vibrato signal. Turn it fully counterclockwise, then you basically just have the dry signal. When you turn it up to 12 o'clock, you have a chorus, like a 50-50 mix, and then you can go even further into vibrato territory, or you can choose any position in between. This feature alone stands out from 99.9% of all the chorus pedals on the market. But there's more. The lag control, which sets the center delay time. As we have learned already, many chorus and vibrato pedals have a sample time that's around 15 milliseconds, and you can not change this. But the lag control allows us now to set a lower center delay time, which results in a smaller portion of the signal being sampled, which makes a less dramatic modulation effect. Or we can move it higher, which gives us a bigger portion of the signal that we can modulate, which results in a much more dramatic modulation effect. This wraps up today's episode of Scope Talk. Thanks for watching and see you next time.